Hello everyone, and welcome to a very exciting video here in Tower Unite. This is something that I've been looking forward to for a very long time. You guys have all seen the title, you have read the thumbnail. This is my own condo tour of Heights Alliance from My Hero Academia. My lovely condo, which I'm going to be showing off to you all right now. This thing has taken a lot of time in order to make. Basically, since I started making content for Tower Unite, almost 2 years of development in this thing. A couple of breaks here and there that I've been taking just to, because building too much, it is a tough thing sometimes. But for those of you not familiar, this is Tower Unite, and, basically this whole area started out as an empty square with absolutely nothing in it. So every single item that you see here is something that was placed by me into this to faithfully recreate the Heights Alliance dormitories from My Hero Academia. From those of you not familiar with the show, basically just the dormitories where all of the kids from Class 1A end up living. So this is something that I've been looking forward to just for such a long time, so I'm very excited to finally be showing it off. And by the time this video ends, you will have seen each and every little room that we have to offer in it. So I'll just give you a quick little flyby of everything that we have to offer. The outside here is basically taken from various screenshots and things, some pictures and stuff from the manga, and there's other things from the show itself. Just trying to faithfully recreate it as much as I can and try and put it into the real world here. It's pretty close, actually, for a lot of the stuff that I was able to find just in the show itself. A lot of the stuff was able to line up, so using just a whole bunch of screenshots and stuff actually was able to form a pretty good little image of everything. So again, this is a lot of stuff that went into it. It's about 5,000 different items, over 1,800 canvases. This Alliance logo here, this is almost like, I think 300 pieces just on its own. It took a lot of effort to make a whole bunch of this stuff, so very excited to finally be showing it off, the fruits of the labor, and getting into all that. So before I do get inside, I just want to say that this is also going to be the start of a brand new series that I will be having in Tower Unite, where I'll be showing off various condos. So if you have a super cool condo that you would like to show off, it would be my honor to feature it in one of these videos. So check the description in the video in order to see how to get your opportunity to be featured in the video. I would love to show off some of the stuff that you guys have. I have seen some absolutely crazy things that really, they put this build here to absolute shame, but I'm still really proud of it. So let's get on inside and take a look at everything that we have to offer. So when you enter the doors, we've got the little kind of meeting area here. So outside here, we've got the, little courtyard area. Very nice out there. Inside here, we've got just some little meeting areas, some gathering spots, couches and stuff, a TV, because everyone needs a TV, and then just a whole bunch of chairs and seats and stuff. And these little areas here, we've got some dice and things to interact with. Nothing too crazy. We've tried to just sort of replicate the feel of the show itself without going too overboard, and just always trying to have something to kind of keep people interested in, gather around, and see all the stuff that they have to just sort of interact with. So I will be adding some more things as more items and stuff come out, but right now, just trying to keep the feel from My Hero Academia, and just kind of keep it all together here. Keep it all nice and neat. This is a little area for a kitchen. Everyone needs a kitchen. Everyone needs some pizza. Delicious. So we've got this little corner here. Nothing too crazy. Nothing too over the top. This back area here we never really get to see in the show itself. So I decided, why not put all the trophies and stuff here that I've earned. There's basically all the minigame trophies and stuff like that I've had in my many hours of playing the game. There's still plenty of trophies I need to get the diamond rank in, and a couple I don't even own yet, like the typing derby. I'm never going to do typing derby, maybe one day. But just some more things to kind of make this game feel a little bit more like Tower Unite, which is always kind of fun. In here we have the bathrooms. They are bathrooms, you probably know what they look like. And continuing on down, we've just got some more little study areas, more little things to have some people hang out and just kind of enjoy the scenery and everything here. Another TV, a whole bunch of other stuff. I wish they had a real chessboard. That'd be kind of fun. But moving on. Out here into the courtyard, this is one of the most fun places just because you kind of get to see the entire build just as it exists. There's a lot of windows and a lot of frames, a lot of little things that just went into this, and it's just honestly super fun to kind of show off and just be able to take a look at finally and kind of appreciate. And I do really love how this place looks when it's nighttime, so I'll put it on the night real quick. It just feels so cozy. I love it here so much. So, let's get this started off with a tour of the dorm rooms, because I know everyone here wants to see what the dorms look like, and that was, kind of the main thing that spent so much time in each of those dorms, trying to make them look as good as they possibly could. We don't have working elevators, so in place of that, we've got some teleporters, so we can go down to the basement, which we will do later, but let's go to floor 2. And just like in the show, let's start off with the boys' dorms, specifically my favorite little bird, Tokoyami's room. So we've got the signs and everything up here, and ta-da! It's so nice. Questionably obtained skulls, posters of skulls and death, a sword, everything that a edgelord bird could ever kind of want. It's very well... this room, I love it. It came out really well. There's a lot of great little things that I was able to put in just to try and copy all the stuff that we actually see in the show and put it into here. It does look a lot better at the nighttime. During the day, it's not quite as good, and but I still like it. It looks pretty good. It's I love it. I just want to say I love it. So hopefully you all love them too. And for the next couple ones here, we're gonna go to day. So in quite the contrast of Tokoyami's dark room here, we have Aoyama's room. Ta-da! Look how bright and sparkly it is. Oh man, so many mirrors, so many lights. We can have more lights, look at that. All sorts of stuff that sparkles and shines, and even a bunch of mirrors and stuff too. That's a mirror, that's how mirrors work. But just a bunch of reflective surfaces and things like that. A lot of stuff in this little room here, and it's a very bright one, very shiny, and it came out pretty well as well. Next up, we've got Midoriya's room, so obviously the main character, besides Tokoyami, of course. We've got Midoriya's room. Very full of All Might creations and All Might posters, and of course, All Might action figures. A lot of these action figures set up here on the desks, and they look really good. So shout out to the person who made my character model here, Lowly, who also was able to make all of these All Might figures for me. They are in the Steam Workshop, so you can actually use these yourself if you wanted to. Just all of these little fun All Might figures and things like that. Stuff that matches what would be in Midoriya's room. And just other little things and stuff like that. One thing that we don't have right now are the curtains, so you'll notice that these condos do have a certain lack of the curtains in them. Once we are able to get some sort of item that is able to kind of reflect that feel of it, they'll definitely be added into this room on top of that. But it still looks pretty good. It could have a little bit more America stuff in it, because everything can, let's be honest. But I'm still pretty happy with how these turned out. And, of course, next up is Monetta's room. Now, we never actually get to see what's in Monetta's room, so, we kind of just decided to make something that was, well, I guess you'll see it for yourself. I don't regret anything here, of course. We have a shrine. Don't ask where this is being pointed to, and just various things of art, and, yeah, don't worry about it. The one thing that's more awkward than being in this room is actually making this room, so let's just go to the next one, and we'll leave that as it is. And we've got some more bathrooms and things down here, sort of a more community area. Showers, because of course you need those, and just little sinks with some mirrors and stuff like that too. So it's got to really feel just like a condo, and I think it really turned out quite well, actually. So as we head up to the third floor, I want to know, what is your favorite room? And which character do you think has the best room? Who's your favorite character? Do you have favorite characters? If not, watch the show, because this show is awesome. Next up, we have Ojiro's room. This one is a very basic room, and I like it. I like it because of how basic it is. You'll notice that, depending on how simple some of these rooms are, I tend to like the characters a little bit more. Just because recreating these rooms takes a little bit less time and a little bit less effort. I don't have to stress out about them quite as much. Very basic room, but I still tried to get all those little details and everything in there, because you need all the little details. You need every single piece to build that puzzle, and if you don't have them all, it's just not going to feel right. But yes, here's his room. Very nice, very basic, but I do enjoy it. Next up, we have Ida's room. Ta-da! Full of books, many, many books. I wish there were more books in this game, I really do, but I think we got the overall aesthetic. He is a bookworm, full of books, all sorts of fun things, as well as more books, and also glasses. These glasses here, they're basically made by using a bunch of plastic drinking straws and other canvas items that kind of connect to each other, just like that, to give the illusion of actual sets of glasses here. It really does sell that look quite well. You cannot deny those look just like glasses. But that's one of the things I love about this game. That you can interact with certain objects and items so well, and you can really create some amazing, unique items and just looks and feels for certain things, and that's just what makes it so much fun. Your imagination is basically all that limits you for creating all these cool things, and so there's a lot of great stuff out there. Hopefully we get to show off a whole bunch of stuff as this series progresses. Next we have Kaminari's room. This one was a little bit more difficult to make. I guess starting over here, there's a lot of things in his room, but there's never really any sort of basic reason to them. A lot of shapes and a lot of stuff. We've tried to pull some items here from just the show itself and get some screenshots. These are the actual license plates that are from the show here, so those are copied over quite nicely. We've got a dartboard. We've got some other fun things here. Basketball, of course. And these are supposed to be, I guess, some robots and stuff fighting, so I used the Tower Unite items instead. Very nice. And, of course, some lightning-themed things, because we need to have some more lightning in this room. Another, pretty basic, pretty easy room, but just a lot of those little things that were a little bit more difficult to put in. It looks pretty good, and I'm still pretty happy with everything and how it all turned out. So, after that, we've got Coda's room. Coda's room is another pretty basic one. This one is supposed to have a real bunny in it. We've got, the next best thing, I guess. It's another little stuffed animal. If we could get a real bunny running around, would be quite nice. But another room that's pretty basic, doesn't have too many crazy things in it. Very pet-themed, I guess. It's got some water and food and stuff right here, stuff to do its business. And just kind of, it sells that look pretty well, and, it's a room. It is a room. That's all we can say right now. On to the third room. Teleport. I guess this is the fourth one. So the rooms here that don't have anything in it, we've just left them blank. Nothing really in there to see, so maybe I'll have some friends or something fill those up as the days go by. Now, we've got Bakugo's room. This is another room that we never actually get to see. I'm imagining that they will be showing it off later as the series progresses. I haven't read the mangas of the new series, so maybe we already know what it looks like. But I made it a very basic room. It's got a bed, it's got kind of his color pattern, and then just some simple desk items and stuff like that. So nothing too crazy. This is going to definitely be changing up as we get to know, what his room actually looks like. But for right now, decided to make it pretty basic and simple enough. So nothing too insane to show off there. Next up, we've got Kirishima's room. This one is kind of similar to Kaminari's room, where it's just difficult to get all those little bits and pieces in there, but I feel like it does kind of work out pretty well. This item here, this boxing thing, it's kind of the whole reason I made this entire build to begin with, because this item is exactly the item that is in his room, and just having it here and having the ability to have something interactable like this really does sell everything. So we've got just a nice little kind of workout room, some weights and stuff on the floor there, other posters and things there. Again, once we get those curtains and stuff up, we'll be able to really complete the look, but for the most part, everything seems to kind of have its own little place and feels pretty much at home, the way it needs to be. So all of it's in there. I hope you all like this. I really do. It's something I'm just very proud of at this point. Next up, we've got Soji's room. I love this guy. You know who's my new favorite character? Soji. Man, yeah, what a great character. What a great room. Probably my favorite room to make. It was, man, I tell you, it probably took maybe 10 or 11 minutes to make this whole thing. That's why I like this character. What a great guy. It's so great. And we've got, of course, the bathrooms and everything here. These basically all stay the same. Nothing too crazy to go on with that. So on to floor number 5. Next up, Sero's room. This is probably the most comfortable room that I made. I love the colors of it. I love just kind of this little aesthetic of every little item and everything that flows together. I think if I were to say one room that I did the best at, this is probably one of my favorite rooms. And I'm not even really a fan of Sero to begin with, but I really just appreciate how the room came out. It all looks really, really nice, and it blends so well. I'm really happy with how it is. Plus, I'm able to use some Tower Unite items and stuff like that to give it the feel of Tower Unite while still, staying very true to the My Hero Academia theme that we get in the overall kind of aesthetic for it. So, very happy with how this one turned out. Very happy. And next up is Shoto's room. This one here always reminds me of like a gym leader from Pokemon. You get this floor here. It's got that exact same look as those old Pokemon games. But a very simple look here. We've got the paper walls. Those are also just normal items that you can get in the condo stores, so very nice that we had those. I didn't have to make anything with other items and stuff like that, so it made it a lot easier. And I was even able to use it to kind of make a little light right here. So it's another very simple, very basic room, but we're just trying to nail all those little small details and get everything to work just the way we need it to. So very simple, very easy room right here. And another one I'm quite proud of. I like these ones that just have their own unique colors to them. So something that's not just pure white. It's pretty darn nice. And now Sato, whatever. His room is last, at least for the boys. A little bakery room, nothing too crazy. A lot of these rooms can range from being very basic to just over-the-top crazy, but we did kind of get some little Tower Unite items in here. Microwave, little thing to weigh some stuff. Of course, little food wrappers, because you're always going to find that. And just other fun things like that. Want a cookie? I don't have any. You can't have any. These are my cookies. But yes, so those are all the guys' rooms. We've got another one here, another empty one. Don't look at it. It's not finished yet. But yep, so very simple kind of design for most of these rooms. It's just a lot of copy and paste for all of these. But I really do love how each of them was able to turn out. They all have their unique looks and feels to them. It's something I'm just very happy to be showing off. Now, let's head over to the ladies' room. We don't want to go to the basement. Not yet. That is for later. Floor 2. We got nothing. Let's go to floor 3. Yep, there are no female rooms on floor 2, but we do have them on floor number 3. So Toru's room first. This room, very fun, very pink. This is actually the last room I was able to make, just for all the students and stuff here. I do like the effect of everything. It has a nice little feel to it, and we got this giant bear. We even have the flags and stuff, and just all sorts of little things that the game has as assets that exist already, that are able to fit just so well into the overall theme of the show itself. So just a lot of stuffed animals and things like this, so why not throw some of my favorite ones in and just kind of enjoy them for what they are. And just, yeah, it's a nice room. I like this one too. It's not bad, you know, for a girl's room. Now, moving on to Chihiro's room at the back over here. This one, I love this room too. Oh man. So we've got a whole bunch of music stuff here, more music things, and some guitars, headphones, things like that. And just all the instruments and stuff. These are all assets that are in the game themselves. And it's just, it feels so good. And this little sign here, this worked out so well. Deep Dope. I don't know what it means. I feel like that's what it said on the show and on the walls and everything like that. It's pretty cool. I love how the effect is, how you can kind of get that worn look with it. I wasn't too sure if that would transfer over very well, and I think it did an amazing job with that. And also shout out to the people who made all of these workshop items. So I cannot thank you all individually, but every single one of you help contribute to this entire project here. All these guitars, all these things. Calculator Soup, you did pretty much all the desks here. Shout out to you. And of course Lolly, who made my lovely character models, as well as the All Might models from before. Just some very lovely people, a very nice community, able to all work together to make just the amazing stuff just like this. And, you know, this whole final kind of project here was basically the accumulation of everyone working together. And that's what makes them all so awesome. Mina is next. The Mina and the Mina and da-da-da-da. Okay, next we've got Mina's room. It's another one very similar to Toru's here, and it's got some good pink looks to it. It's a little bit darker. I like how this one turned out too. It's really tough to just fill in this room with a lot of other stuff without going too crazy, without changing too much stuff from the show itself. Sometimes the show has a lot of things that they show in the rooms, and other times there's just not quite as much to look at, but it still has that good look and that good feel, and I feel like most of the items in here are able to transfer over pretty well. So very happy with how this one turned out. I do like the color patterns and everything here. And just, again, the customization and the edit options that you're able to get in this game, very, very insane. So if you have never played this game before or never taken a look at the building that does exist in it, definitely take a look at it, because it's something that you don't really get to see in any other game. It is really just that amazing. Uraka is next. And it's kind of another basic room, but look at it. Doesn't this feel just like a little room that you could just live in? It's so simple. It's so nice. We've got this fan here with a lovely cord, and just, it feels good. It's something that you could study in this room. I mean, come on, you could totally study in here. Yes, definitely. It feels like something that you could just get lost in. I do love it very much. So it's a very fun room here. And let's see, we've still got more bathrooms and things like that. These really, I haven't been showing them off, but they're basically all the exact same stuff, so nothing really to go crazy over on that stuff. Floor number 5, final rooms, Asui! Yeah, another room that we never actually get to see what it looks like, so just like Bakugo's room, same basic design, same layout with her kind of color scheme there. So simple enough where I will be able to hopefully put some more effort and stuff into once we, figure out what the room actually looks like. I'm imagining it has frog-related things. And finally, we have Yirozu's room. This room with all sorts of giant things in it. It's so claustrophobic, and I love it. I love how this looks. So this bed is the combination of the in-game asset bed as well as some other workshop models and just other various things in here to give it this big claustrophobic look. Don't ask me how they fit the bed into here to begin with. It's just, it's magic. Who cares? It's all for the fun of it. And yeah, you can really get this nice, just cramped look with everything in these rooms here. And I do love how this room turned out. Another one where it's just, a bunch of rich items and rich fun stuff, more reflective surfaces and things like that, that really just, it looks so good. I love how everything turned out. I really love how all these rooms are, and it's just so much fun. And I guess another fun thing, too, that I never really got to show is each of them does come with their own balcony, so you can actually walk outside. You have access to everything back here, so another little reason why we aren't quite able to make curtains and stuff work is just because if we had curtains and things here, we wouldn't be able to walk past them. So I really want to be able to have the ability to walk in and out of these doors and in between things, just as you want to explore, because you want to see more stuff, and having the curtains there, you lose that effect a little bit. So we decided, let's just have it all open. Let's head on down to the bottom here. We'll go to the basement to finish everything off. The basement's another thing that we never actually get to see in the show itself. There is a basement. I mean, you could tell when you look at the elevators and stuff like that. There's a basement to explore, so let's head on down. Floor B, hey, this is sort of a little Tower Unite themed party room kind of thing that I just decided to add in. So all sorts of little Tower Unite assets and stuff like this. I wanted this to be a room that I could design, something that I could kind of be proud of and just have people come down and, party and hang out and stuff like that. I've got some screenshots of just sort of some personal achievements that I've done just throughout my couple of years playing the game, and, more stuff to be added as things continue. We can drink and stuff here. There is no alcohol, of course. This is a school. How dare you assume there's alcohol on this premises. This fish probably needs to drink too. He'll be fine, but that's okay. Music floor here, all sorts of fun stuff. You can play your own music and just kind of chill out. And then, of course, in this back room here, we've got a giant movie theater with all sorts of seats and snacks and all kinds of fun stuff. And this is another room where it looks a lot better when you set it to night. So when you can turn on the screen and everything here, having it on during the nighttime does give it just a very nice effect. And so if you're ever, here, we'll probably be down here in the nighttime watching some fun videos and stuff like that. It should be pretty fun. It's one of these things, I guess if I could have built this entire condo in the art room studio, maybe I would have done that, because having this dark effect over everything, it does just give it such a nice look sometimes, and that's the one thing you kind of miss out when you build it on the smoother condo, which is what this one is. Sometimes it's just a little bit bright during the day, so that's what the condo looks like for just about all this stuff. That is about 2 years of me building just a bunch of condo stuff. So hopefully you all really enjoyed what this condo looked like. I will be showing it off quite a bit, so if you ever see it in the channels here, feel free to come by, stop by, visit, take a look at all the rooms, all the fun stuff that we built, and I hope that you all really enjoyed it. And if you have any condos and stuff that you guys have been working on your own, be sure to check out later, because we will be exploring all sorts of very fun builds and things in this game that people have just been working on, because let me tell you, there are some crazy, crazy cool things, and it's just really fun to see these kinds of stuff. So hopefully you all enjoyed. I will see you in the next one. Thank you all so much for coming, and I'll see you all in the next one. I don't know how to end these videos. See ya.